And we're back. We got DC just as we got here. After a little wait, with almost 500 people in queue, we are back. So let's see how far we can get before it decides to kick us out again. Though my mind knows better, I still feel uncomfortable around these mechanical soldiers. Sphene has found us a suitable source of information, sparing you that duty for once. The atmosphere is certainly less grim than when we last visited. This clerk has made itself available to answer our questions. Clerk PX0093, if one wished to descend to the surface from here, how would they typically do so? Living memory is currently detached from Everkeep and is operating independently while supported by its aerial suspension systems. Thus, both lift and lay node based transit is currently unavailable. I apologize for the inconvenience. Despite its ability to remain aloft, perhaps living memory was never intended to function in this state indefinitely. If so, we're out of luck. Not necessarily. Lifts and lay nodes were likely the preferred modes of transportation, but that does not preclude the existence of others. In the event of an emergency, how would we evacuate this facility? Consulting emergency systems. Living Memory's airship remains prepared to deploy should evacuation be necessary. Would Your Majesty like to appropriate it? An airship! Yes, please, as soon as possible. With Your Majesty's authorization, the vessel can be ready for launch without delay. Allow me a moment to execute the bypass protocols. All right, airship, baby. It never occurred to me that there might be an airship here. How fortuitous! With an airship, a large number of Alexandrians could be evacuated at once, regardless of the situation below. An excellent contingency. As I thought, now what awaits us below, I wonder? Though I am nervous about what we might find below, I am glad we found the means to get there. As Queen, I must bear witness to the truth, however terrible. Safety tests have been successfully completed, setting the Gate of Remembrance as initial destination. Vessel is en route. Is that my ship? It was purpose-built for living memory. However, it was modeled after the vessel Your Majesty used during the Storm Surge era. A replica. Still, it does me good to see it. I will deploy the gangway for boarding. This way, please. In order to reach the surface, we must pass through the storm clouds. I advise you brace for turbulence. The word Alice gave me is reacting, though not to the extent of the 13th. The etheric imbalance here is severe indeed. It does serve to impress upon one the marvel of the barrier. The lightning in Heritage Found is tame by comparison. A land where leaven reigns. Wow, a ruined world. The warning scale is truly a godsend for those of us without the blessing of light. Remind me to send my profuse thanks to Vitra and the Hanish alchemist once more. The state of this reflection's ether is more dire than we anticipated. I should be surprised if the Asians had no hand in the war that wrought this. That crater was once Alexandria. A sobering sight, to say the least, but I shan't turn back now that we've come this far. Okay, nothing new there. Beyond the mountains. There are no structures, nor any other sign of survivors that I can see. I suspect the crater made this area unsuitable for habitation due to increased risk of flooding. Then we should look further afield. In which direction do you think we might find a settlement? If we're at the edge of the Alexandrian territory now, the closest city would be Treno, should it survive. As a city-state built on a harbor, it was a nexus of trade, and it remained neutral throughout the war. We Alexandrians always felt fortunate to have it in our neighborhood, so to speak. Not unlike our Razat-Han. Ah yes, Alphino has spoken of Razat-Han before. It's near the South Sea Isles, the Milala homeland, correct? Funnily enough, it was also Treno where the Milala first found a home in our world. Truly? Yes, and though the Milala population elsewhere grew, most continued to feel a strong connection to the city. I'd like to think that some remain there to this day. Clerk PX0093, is this ship capable of taking us to Treno? I shall run a flight simulation for the route to Treno. One moment. Simulation complete. There is near 100% probability that the ship would suffer catastrophic mechanical failure prior to arrival due to ambient lightning. My apologies. Oh well, thank you for checking. If we cannot fly, then we shall have to walk. Treno lies beyond the mountains, but there should be routes that spare us having to climb. That cave system, for instance, assuming it hasn't collapsed. Let's try there first. So, what is that? A secret tunnel, maybe? I know. Wrong show, right? Secret tunnel. If you would like to return to living memory, it will be my pleasure to run the launch protocols. Not yet. Of late, I spent much of my time hunched over reports. A brisk trek across a wasteland shall make for a refreshing change of pace. Eager though I am to seek new discoveries, the prospect of walking in circles for days on end does not appeal. We are fortunate to have Sphene. The place where my people first arrived, and I shall soon see it in person. This tunnel appears intact. Though we have no way of knowing what it's like further in. Mind you stay alert for beasts as well. Given the barren surroundings, they're surely ravenous. Okay, first dungeon. First dungeon, oh boy. Well, for MSQ, I usually like to do these with the NPCs first before I do it with actual people. So, let's jump into it. Okay, let's see if I can go with these. Yep, I'm barely there. Okay, let's go. I think I have everything I need. Oh, one thing. Do I have anything suitable in here? Ah, here we go.
Gloves are off. Take this!
Okay.
Gloves are off.
Let's go. Okay. I generally won't do like wall-to-wall pull if I'm with the NPCs. A lot of times they can't really handle that, so just doing single pulls for safety.
Gloves are off.
else I can do.
Gloves are off. Gloves are off.
Okay, first boss.
This should do it! I will end this farce. This should do it! No holding back.
Okay, cool. Wow. Cool. Okay, we got a bunch of crap. Alright, let's go. Okay, here we go.
this!
Let's go. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. Wrong place. Crap. a little old school, but I like it. Let's go. Cool. Okay. Look at this place. Okay, let's move on. Oh, one more thing. Oops. Okay, no more wasting time. Let's go.
And the perimeter is clear. Good work, everyone. And a big thank you to our helpers, whoever you are. Now, we have a tiny bit of clearing up ahead of us. You know what to do.
Our helpers, were we being watched? So the city endures, and it is in much better shape than expected.
Impressive, considering the destruction without. The people here must have gone to great lengths to maintain all of this.
Their barrier resembles that of Alexandria, though it is smaller in scale. And not quite as effective, if the breach we witnessed is any indication. I fear such incidents may be common here.
Thunderous heavens! It's been years since we've had visitors. I am Miaili, the Mayor of Treno. Allow me to welcome you to our city. And thank you for the assistance with our little monster problem just now. Might I ask your name, miss? Though I have an inkling I know it already.
But of course, I am Sphene of Alexandria.
As I thought. It truly beggars belief. I once heard the strangest of reports from one of ours who went to Alexandria, you see. That despite the intervening years, the Queen had not aged a day. And sure enough, I'd swear you'd stepped out of an old oil portrait mere moments ago. Though you must forgive me if this takes some getting used to. It is an honor to meet you, Your Majesty. I look forward to hearing the tale from your own lips. I imagine it won't be an easy one to tell. But please. What happened to Alexandria?
I see. From your perspective, it must have looked as though we were wiped from the face of the star.
One day, we lost all contact with our people in Alexandria. Scouting parties sent to investigate reported that not only the barrier, but Alexandria itself was gone. Nary a stone to mark where it had stood.
What you must have gone through, not knowing what became of us. But know that Alexandria yet survives, albeit in a distant land. Her and her people. I can tell you the whole tale from beginning to end, but first, might I ask your permission to remain in Treno for a time?
Of course you can. You and your companions have already done us a great service, and are more than welcome to enjoy our hospitality. Now, how about we continue this at Town Hall? We needn't keep standing in the middle of the street.
I shall join them. Even with the precautions we've taken, it remains to be seen if Sphene's condition will remain stable. I suspect, however, that the rest of you would rather be out and about. Consider this my blessing.
In light of our purpose here, the tour of the city is indeed in order.
I presume you have no objection? With your permission, then. But before we go... allow me to introduce myself as well. I am Kryl, and I hope to learn more of this city and its people. Would it offend if we were to ask a few questions? Perhaps as we work alongside you, aiding you in whatever ways you may require.
You needn't fret. Treno folk are as friendly as they come. As for aid, if you're willing, you might speak with my grandson Lummel. That was his voice you heard earlier. You'll find him serving herbal remedies to the others.
Thank you for your guidance. We shall seek him out first.
Okay. Hey, Angel. Sorry I couldn't answer earlier, but my chat's not working quite right on this thing. But yeah, Trano, let's go. Finally, MSQ. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, this thing's not gonna work, so I'm gonna leave it alone. Okay, let's go. Town Hall is pretty impressive, isn't it? I'll bet you didn't guess that the mayor actually lives there. These days, Mia Lee also is using it as an emergency shelter. But the history books say it was originally an auction house. I reckon that's why it's so fancy. Are you enjoying the flowers? What we plant doesn't always bloom, but I think lifting everyone's spirits is more than worth the effort to find the seeds that do. Nevertheless, I'm relieved these weren't trampled by the beasts. They took ages to get looking this healthy. That must be Lumo. Heavens, I can smell the herbal aroma from here. None of the locals we've passed appear terribly distressed. As Sphene surmised, incursions must be a common occurrence. Why, isn't it our new friends? Thanks again for making short work of our foes. If you've gone to the trouble of seeking me out, I can only assume it's for good reason. You want to help me? Odd, but I'll consider it. Before anything else, though, I must insist you drink our signature remedy, Sleepless Rhapsody. Everyone's a fan. You may find it the teeniest touch too sour for your taste, but it'll set you alright. Just tip it down your throat. Okay. What's this? Sleepless Rhapsody. Drink the Sleepless Rhapsody under Lumos' watchful eye. Oh, okay, sure. Oh, cool. hope you'll have a good trip then. Alright, let's drink this stuff, see what happens. Oh, okay, let's do this. It won't hurt you, you have my word, but since it's your first cup, maybe don't stray too far before you drink it. Oh, and don't turn your back, for best results you understand.
Well, what do you think? It's a traditional Malala recipe.
Refreshing.
That means it's working.
Awesome.
I'm put in mind of the gelatin I had at the studium. Nutritious, they assured me.
I can relate all too well. It's not unlike the syrup Lena used to make. Black as pitch and sour as sin. Though, there's no better cure for fatigue.
You know, Raha, going to bed at a reasonable hour would be the best cure. Oh, that's... I do feel shockingly refreshed.
Perhaps it stimulates the body's ability to process ether and hastens regenerative functions.
Indeed, it does. It also counteracts some of the effects of excess lightning, and helps to calm the nerves besides.
Which is why you serve it whenever there's a breach in the barrier.
Our Malala ancestors came from the lushest of lands, so they developed all sorts of natural remedies. We strive to carry on their traditions. And I'm sure you see why. Really hits the spot, doesn't it? Now, welcome to Treno.
Nice, nice. But just to note, my own taste buds are really a little weird because I actually like the taste of things like Malort. So yeah, weirdo here. Given its ability to counteract lightning, influence on the body, that remedy could be of use to the people of Alexandria as well. I am certain Lumo would be more than happy to offer it to them. I see how drinking that would be unifying, and it is impressive that they have maintained the tradition here, so far from the Malala's native lands. Ah, I forgot to introduce myself, didn't I? Well, I'm Lumo. That was me announcing our victory earlier, and since grandmother sent you to help with repairs, you'll know I'm her grandson. I'm in charge of resolving any problems people of Treno may have. My favorite kinds of work include taste testing menu items, carrying medium-sized objects, searching for lost possessions of immense value. Oh, and it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Oh, wow. Been a lot of high-profile athletes passing away recently, so may he rest in peace. Okay, let's see. What's next? Okay, anything new here? Nope. Alright, let's continue around the city. Ah, yes, the repairs. Are you certain you want to be put to work? If you've come all the way out to visit us, you must have had more important things in mind. And you've already helped protect the city. Actually, our goal was to ascertain the present state of the Mist Continent. The whole continent? Did you come from across the sea? Not exactly. We've actually come from Alexandria. Alexandria? Are you quite sure? No, sorry, of course you're sure. Would be rude of me to doubt you. It's just not every day we get visitors, let alone from a nation that up and vanished. I know that must come as something of a shock. But this is our first time in Treno, and we should like to get to know the city and its people. That is why we propose lending a hand to those in need. I see. In that case, why don't you help distribute this remedy to the rest of our people? Ordinarily, everyone would have already come for a cup. But the fiends made quite a mess this time. Might be quite a while before some can step away from their work. Never fear though, even if their hands are busy, they'll be more than happy to spare a few words for fascinating folks from afar. We would appreciate that. Thank you, Lomo. You're the ones doing me a favor. Honestly, here, take this badge. I'll deliver some to the town hall so you can attend to areas you haven't seen yet. Uh-oh, this is not a good sign. Wow, that's a lot of lag. Okay. That's a lot of lag. Like Miali, Lomo seems taken aback by mention of Alexandria. Perhaps they had friends or loved ones who disappeared along with it. Okay, I'm getting a lot of lag right now, so I think I'm going to go ahead and take a little break here and come back in here a little bit later. So, anyone who's come along, thank you for joining me on my journey through the MSQ. Hi, Angel. Thanks for dropping by again. I'm just the worst streamer ever, you know. I just sort of go on and on and on and on and on. But anyhow, I had one disconnect earlier, and I'm getting a lot of lag here right now, so I'm not sure how much longer it's going to let me stay. So I'm going to go ahead and end stream here and pick this up a little bit later. All right, take care. Bye-bye.